Good evening, guys. It's Sunday night, about 10 o'clock. We're outside by the fire. We're going to do some introduction to basic stoichiometry here. I'm just going to talk through it. We're not going to do a screen grab or anything like that. I got a little whiteboard to show you some examples, but we're going to take it real easy to start with. Um, I just want to go over the general weekly schedule here. For the most part, again, I'm hearing like a lot of people are really stressed out about, all this stuff rolling out at the same time on Monday morning. The big thing to understand is that, at least from my perspective, you're going to have two, maybe three assignments a week. I think we'll just do this week. Everything's going to be due by Friday at midnight. And then if you get a 70 on it, which means you can resubmit it, that's not due until the next Friday. Okay. So we're being told to give you all your assignments on Monday, but you need to understand that, if I'm giving two assignments, one is going to be on the first lesson, one's going to be on the second lesson. So, there's no rush, and I'm not going to post the assignment until your actual class day. So, if you're in period 6, you're going to get your assignment on Tuesday and Thursday. Okay, I'm not just going to roll it all out on Monday on you. Okay, so pace yourself. Um, and let's do some basic stoic stuff here. So a full stoichiometry problem has 3 steps in it, and you actually already know how to do the first step and the third step. So we're going to lay the groundwork today for the middle step, step 2, which is called the mole to mole conversion step. And what this does is it allows you to switch, because you're already at this point going to be in the same language of numbers of things, which is moles. And the only thing you're going to be doing here is you're going to be converting between the thing that you know versus the thing you don't know to get it into moles, using a little mole ratio. But we're going to start things off with real basic example. And then what you're going to end up doing for your first assignment is you're going to come up with 3 examples of your own. So you're essentially going to write your own 3 problems, okay, based off of this. So we're going to talk about something that everybody understands, which is how to make a sandwich. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do a real basic sandwich recipe. I don't expect you all to like this sandwich. We're going to use S for sandwich. So for this sandwich, we're going to put, I'm going to make the ratios a little bit funky here just to give us a little bit to do here. So we're going to do 2, B is for bread, so 2 bread. We're going to go 3 T for turkey, and then we're going to go 1 C for cheese, okay? So the idea here is, here's our little whiteboard, if this shows up for you. The idea here is that we can manipulate values of ingredients to essentially predict either how much are we going to make or how much are we going to need, okay? The biggest thing about stoichiometry, and that can be a little bit tricky at first, is that there's no such thing as direction here. There's no forward, there's no backwards. So you can have a known on either the left or the right side, and you can have an unknown on either the left or the right side. The known and the unknown can be on the same side of the reaction. Okay, the only thing that you care about here is building that relationship here. And the relationship that we care about here, and again, we're going to eventually get this into moles here, the relationship we care about are these coefficients here. And this is why we learn how to balance chemical reactions. So we've got 2 to 3 to 1 creates 1. Okay, so every 2 bread, 3 turkey, and 1 cheese makes 1 sandwich. Okay, so now for the most part, we're going to be able to think our way through these problems, but the trick here is to be able to mathematically set up this middle stoichiometry step using the ratio that comes from the reaction here. Okay, so let's make a real simple example that you can do in your head, but we're going to show you how to actually set it up. Okay, so if I said to you, how many, this marker sucks, how many turkey do I needed for 10 bread? Okay, so how many tea for 10 bread? Okay, so the steps are the same as normal. Now we can do this in our head, obviously. Okay, the steps are the same as always with any math problem. Write down what you know first, set up your fraction. In this case, it's always a one-step conversion. This is a mole ratio, or in this case, a relationship ingredient ratio here. All right, so the first thing I'm going to write down is, so make sure you're writing this stuff down with me. Okay, first thing you're going to write down here, you're not going to need a calculator for any of this stuff in this first lesson. You don't need a periodic table either. You're not going to need a periodic table at all this week. So the first thing you're going to write down here is 10b, thing that you know, 10 bread. And we're going to do a one-step conversion. All right, so right now we're set up like this. Okay, we got 10 bread. And what we want to know is how much turkey. So your fraction is going to be set up the same way you would normally set up a fraction where you want to cancel stuff. You're going to have t on the top because we're looking for t turkey, and we're going to have b on the bottom. We're looking for b, and we're trying to get rid of b bread. So immediately right off the bat here, the b cancels out. Okay, now what goes here is the relationship from the balanced or ratio from the ingredients, or in this case it's a recipe, but normally you would put the coefficients here from the balanced chemical reaction. Okay, so the relationship of T to B is 3 to 2. So it's 3T for every 2B. So this means we're going to multiply by the 3, we're going to divide by the 2, and we're going to have our answer. So 10 times 3 is 30, divided by 2 is 15. So if I've got 10 pieces of bread, to make this particular sandwich, I would need 15 turkey. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. So that's the idea here. So what I want you to do here is I want you, we're going to do one more of these together. What I want you to do is I want you to make up your own recipe. Okay, and I know that a sandwich is a mixture. We talked about that. There's 15 million ways to make a sandwich, but come up with a sandwich recipe. Okay, and then you're going to do you're going to make 2 problems off of that. Okay, let's do one more of these things together. How much turkey needed? No, we did that last time. Let's do a different one. How much cheese needed if we have, I don't know, 270 turkey? That doesn't work. Let's do another one. No, that works. Okay. So how much cheese is needed if we have 270 turkey? Okay. So the first thing we write down is what we know, which is 270 turkey. And we're going to set up our one-step conversion, meaning one fraction. If you find yourself doing more than one fraction at all this week, something's wrong. Okay. On top, C. On bottom, T. Okay. Now, the relationship of C to T is 1 to 3. Okay. So in this case, we're going 270 T into T's cancel. And we're going to divide 270 by 3. And we now know that we need 90 slices of cheese to go with that turkey. Now, the one thing that I can't do to you here on any of these problems is try to trick you, okay? In other words, I can't say to you how much cheese is needed if there's 270 turkey. And you go ahead and do the problem, you say, I need 90. And I can't turn around and say to you, no, that's not true, because you only have 10 slices of bread. Okay, so the idea here is that if there's an ingredient that's not mentioned, you are going to assume that you have enough of it. Okay, you're going to assume there's plenty of it, nobody's trying to trick you. Okay, so your job for assignment number 1 this week, there's going to be two assignments. I know I told you I was going to do a Google form. I think I'm going to push that off until next week, until we get the recorrects, the resubmits in and stuff like that to get a better feel for what's going on. So we did 2 assignments this week. One of them is just going to revolve around these sandwich problems that are super, super easy to do, to set up. Okay, so what you're going to do here is you're going to make one recipe that's similar to this. You need to have at least 3 ingredients. I don't care if you make a sandwich, you can make an omelet, you can make whatever you want. Okay, just make something with at least 3 ingredients. Okay, and then you're going to come up with 3 questions. Okay, I know I said 2. You're going to come up with 3 questions. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write this up on the Google Doc so that you have something to actually submit. But that'll be assignment number 1. Again, it's not due until Friday at midnight, but it'll make more sense for you to do this assignment before you do the second one. And then the second one, we'll be dealing with elements and balanced chemical equations, and you'll need a calculator because you're not going to be dealing with whole numbers that you can do in your head. In fact, I really don't want you to do these in your head. I want you to get into the habit of setting up that mole ratio fraction, which is that 1-step fraction. Okay, so once we're into the actual stoichiometry stuff, that thing is called a mole ratio. It tells you how many moles of one thing make another or are needed with another. Okay, so hit me up if you have a question. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe, and we'll see you in the second half of the week. Take care.